Together we ride on this winding road. So join us, folks, on this journey of ours. With love and laughter, we'll reach for the stars. In our truck, with our dogs, we're making our way. Come along for the ride, it's a brand new day.
Alright, so this is going to be a second video for the week. That was rude. My dog's being rude. Anyways, this is the second video for the week. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to J Squared Expediting. On today's video is going to be a cooking video. So I don't know how well this is going to do. We're going to try it out and see where it goes. Today is December 31st. And my wife is from Mississippi. I am not. I'm from New York. So I guess in Mississippi I was taught 15 years ago that on New Year's Eve you eat cornbread and greens. Mixed greens, whatever. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to cook the cornbread. So welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. Thanks for stopping back. If you like what you see on this channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this out with all your friends, and help us grow this community. We're almost to 500 subscribers. Let's get there together. So this is cooking in a big truck. Today we're going to cook some cornbread, and then tonight for dinner we're going to have some greens, and I'll probably throw a clip of that, but it's just canned greens. We ain't doing nothing fancy this time. Never really do, but anyways, let's cook some Jiffy cornbread in the truck. So as we all know, good old Jiffy cornbread. It is 1 egg, 1/3 cup of milk, mix it together. So I'm going to try to do it all in this container right here and see what happens. Alright, so first thing is, you got your egg. Put it in there like that. What I like to do is I kind of, especially when doing it in a small bowl like this, just kind of mix this up a little bit in here first. And then we'll add the milk after, because if it don't, it can make a little bit of a mess. I'm going to make a mess either way, but let's get this egg mixed up in here a little bit so it's less of a mess. Me, I measure with my heart. I don't really use measuring cups much, but I'll put a little more in there. We'll see how that goes. If I got to add more, I can add more. Let me get this all mixed up and I'll come back to you. Mixing this up, let's talk about a few things that I learned when I moved to Mississippi about New Year's. So I learned that my dog didn't make the jump to the bed. I don't know if you heard that in the background. You want to try again? There you go. I learned that you don't do laundry on New Year's. You supposedly wash somebody out of your family. Is that what it is? According to the life.
Wash your luck away.
Or wash your life away.
Luck.
Or luck away, sorry. And the other thing you don't do is you don't do dishes on New Year's either. Key is why I bought a plastic bowl to mix this in and not, you know, I'll clean the fork off or whatever, but we can't do dishes until after New Year's. So good thing I did most of them before that, but it's another thing I learned. So it's interesting being from up north, and my family were never really did that. So that was interesting to learn. Got some butter. Now what we're going to use is these small little non-stick tins and an air fryer. Now according to the internet, they say like 350 to 375 or something like that for 30 minutes. I think my air fryer goes up to 400 degrees. The box says 400 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm going to try to get up there temperature a little hotter. I've never cooked it in an air fryer. I've cooked it in a microwave oven. I've never cooked them in an air fryer, so that's going to be new. butter in the pan. Because even though it's non-stick, I don't believe in it. And you can never have enough butter, so. I'm not one of the people that don't season stuff. I season everything. So, and that butter on everything. Because I was taught to cook by my mom and dad, so. Watching them do it, so. It's the way I cook. So, we'll put that back in the box. In the refrigerator. That's the refrigerator down below us, if you don't know. So, let's get this added to the pan and go on to the next step. Alright, so let's throw our mess away. And I did it kind of low in the container in here. Just because I've never cooked it in an air fryer before. I've cooked other stuff, but I've never cooked this. So I don't want it to boil over, or bubble over, or whatever, and cause a mess. So I'll spin the camera around here. I'll show you what we got, and we'll put it in the air fryer and see what happens. All right, I got one of these Ninja air fryers from Walmart a while back. It works really good. Put it on that. This does go up to 400, and it says for 30 minutes. So we'll do 25, and I'll keep an eye on it. So let's get these loaded in there. I heated this up a little bit before I put them in there, because I've always read that you preheat these when you want to bake them a little bit. So let's hit the start button and see what happens. There we go. All right, so I had to reset it the time and turn the heat down a little bit, because that's how she's looking. A little crispy on the top, but not quite done in the center. Oh shit, let me get you over here. I stuck it down in the center. She's still coming up a little. So a little undercooked so far. So I turned it down to 350, and we'll see what happens there. Let me zoom you out a little bit. Turn down to 350, and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. But it wasn't for the full time that I said, because I'm glad I checked it earlier. It would have been burnt as crisp. All right, let's check them. I've been keeping an eye on them, so let's check them. Still a little undercooked. Yeah, they still got a little more to go. All right, I just checked them again off camera, and they are done. So let's get them out of here and try to do it without burning ourselves. Oh, there's one. Trying not to throw stuff on the counter, drop stuff on my feet. 2. Boom. All right, now they're a little crisp on top. Recommendations: 350, 20 minutes maybe. We'll try. I got a whole nother box. We'll try it again, but these will work. These will be good. And thanks for tuning in. All right, so that was my first time cooking them in this air fryer. Close the rooftop vent because it's cold outside. That was my first time cooking in an air fryer, or cornbread in an air fryer, than this one anyways. So I'd probably lower the temperature quite a bit, and it'd be a lot better. These ones are gonna be a little crispy. I like them a little crispy anyways. So what I'll do here in a second is I'm gonna cut around the outside, and we'll pop them out and check them, but they look pretty good. So let's take a chance to do that. Here we go. Lop it over. I don't want to burn myself, so see if I can do it with these crappy. Yeah, I can't grab with that. Hold on. All right, here's the other one. Ooh, it's a little hot. Still a little hot. Still a little hot. But there we go. Cornbread in a truck and an air fryer. So what we'll do is we'll take these, let them cool in the microwave, and we'll have them tonight for dinner. We appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for stopping back. If you like what you see on this channel, like I said before, hit the subscribe button, share us out with your friends. Thanks for joining me on this cooking show, and we'll see you in the next video. Remember, be good to one another and live to expedite another day. And we're out.